Thank you.
Actually very helpful. He is a very helpful. No problem. Just little.
Sad, and it's true. Like, I fucking pay me on the metro. Like, I'm risking my life. Like,
I've heard no one really does it though. Just like no one rides it.
I small metropolitan area. LA is so fucking spread out, and there's not enough manpower, resources, protection to make like day and night for a metro to run 24/7 to make it safe for anybody. It's literally homeless people will get on there, shoot up, and they will ride till like somebody taps them on the shoulder and they're like, you reached the end, and like they don't even they don't try to check if they paid for it. They don't try to like do anything. Like they're literally just constantly using on the metro, and that's all. And like they piss, shit. I mean, like I'm not kidding. Feces, piss, shit, everything. Like it's like they live on the metro, and they don't care where it's even going. And they end up from Dodger Stadium, which is like one fucking end of goddamn one side, to like Norwalk, which is like borderline San Bernardino, and it took them maybe 4 hours to get there on the metro with all the stops and everything. But the homeless people and the drug addicts and everything, they don't fucking care. They're just like, this is a place that I can be.
Yeah.
And it has seats. Like, they don't fucking care. And it's sad. It's a huge homeless problem. And people just come to LA because the weather is good. And it hardly
they go there
rains.
to be homeless. Like, it's not like they lost their job and
it hardly rains. And when it's hot like in August, September, October. But That's it. And then they just ride the metro during those times where it's covered and air conditioned. Like, they don't fucking care. There's nothing that
free?
stops them.
So it's free to ride it?
No, but they could easily get like a bus pass, like a metro pass for like $25 a month if they have
Well, actually,
that.
and there's a lot of organizations that help people.
Yes, a
They
lot.
give them
And
passes.
exactly, where they're like, oh, here's you can go
Like
find
you're
a
gonna
job.
go look for
Here,
jobs.
you're gonna-
Here's
yeah,
your pass.
here's the metro pass for a month. Like they're just handouts.
Right.
Like everything is free, so they're just go ahead. And then they give it to like their
It's part of
friends.
the
Like
problem. There, no one's actually riding it. Probably
Yeah.
for it.
nobody is. Like, I mean, even when I was in San Francisco, I would borrow my like if I didn't have my Meeting Pass like updated or I didn't buy it for that month or whatever, I would just take Alex's or somebody else's, and I'm like, oh, okay, like whatever. I
From
mean,
what I understand, there's a lot of people live in LA that don't even know y'all have a metro. Like,
I have never. I've
never
lived
seen
here
it when
my
I was
whole
there.
life. I have lived here my whole life. I have never ridden the bus or the metro, and all I know is it's super fucking dangerous. And I have ridden the Muni, the BART, the entire system, all the buses, everything in San Francisco for years and years and years and years and years, where I can know it like the back of my fucking hand. And it is not, they could try and compare it, and they're like, it is not even comparable. Like the crime, all the statistics, like it is so much more dangerous in LA than it is San Francisco. I don't know if it's because in a small metropolitan area they have more people to, I guess, monitor it, where like LA is just fucking spread out.
Well, it's just overrun with people. There's, 18 million people there?
And the other thing
That's
is, it's
pink
like,
too.
oh, you can't touch me, you can't do this. Like, people will like literally go down to Rodeo Drive and fucking like bust fucking stores, steal a bunch of shit, like plan a heist with like 12 people, and then they just like run to the metro, get on the next bus going anywhere, and like no one fucking cares. No one stops them. No one cares. I mean, they care, but they don't. Hi, other Brian. Sorry.
You can use my last name.
What's up,
Hi,
King?
King.
How are y'all doing? Yeah,
Not bad. How you
Mississippi, there's a very different outcome if you try and take things from a store.
If you try to take what?
If you try and take things from a store,
Yeah. And
They let you?
no, you don't. You don't have to worry about the person doing it again.
in the area that I live in, a really nice area outside of Los Angeles, and they're like the beach cities. It's very rich, very whatever. And I have seen people come. There's videos. People will come down, and they're going to like the rich areas, like Manhattan Beach, and they try and just plan. Like, these people plan a heist. They park in a alleyway. They have a getaway. They have one car. They have another getaway car. No plates, like whatever. And it's just like fucking 12 people, everything hooded, masks, whatever. They fucking break all the windows, doors, broad daylight, everything, steal a bunch of jewelry, watches, everything. And everybody that's down there, like the population, they're like, fuck you guys. Like, they literally bum rush them. And like, we don't have, can't carry guns here. And you don't know if they're carrying guns, but they probably are. But these people are like risking their lives, being like, I'm gonna, like, fuck you, you're not gonna do this here. And they will bum rush them and just fucking, you just see like men tackling other men and tackling whatever and getting like,
This
you know,
happened, or
evidence
what are you
or-
talking about, Jackson? I'm
No,
lost.
this is,
Totally
no.
lost.
Okay, so this happened.
So lost.
This has happened multiple times. So there was a break. There's a jewelry store on the Manhattan Beach, not on the pier, but on the Pier Avenue in Manhattan Beach. Really, really rich neighborhood. Like, think Beverly Hills, but by the beach. And broad daylight, there was 8 guys that broke in, fucking strong arm robbery, took all this shit, ran into the alleyway. They had it all planned out. Like, it was clearly a heist. They planned everything out. They knew exactly where everything
Yeah, you
was.
said this part already, though.
Okay, so they got away the first time. Second time, this happened again. Same
Right.
place, 12 guys, and all the people that are, I mean, it's like all the people that were in Manhattan Beach, nearby stores, nearby restaurants, whatever, they bum rushed the people who were stealing, and they just fucking, like took them down. Just like, I mean, some of them got away, but the majority of them didn't. They got like 7 of them out of the 12, and they were just like kneeling on their backs, like, and they're just like, fuck you, like waiting for cops to come. And of course, they ended up like snitching each other out, and they found out that it was like this robbery ring and like where they were from, blah blah blah, and whatever. Because like the people down here, they're just like, fuck this, like this is not happening in our city. Like, this is not happening. You're not gonna fucking do this shit. So, yeah, like, we're not a gun state, but it is pretty impressive considering you don't know what they're carrying. You don't know what's gonna happen. Like, you don't know how violent these people are. But these guys are just like, fuck you. Like, no, hell no. Like, not in our fucking city. And I'm like, yeah, good. Like, get them. Fucking get them. And there's fucking videos of it all over YouTube.
I know.
And I'm like, hell yeah.
After Katrina, someone broke into an old lady's house here in Vancleave, and she shot and killed him, of course. And the police had reported, break in at so and so. The perk was shot. And they noted there will not be an investigation in the newspaper. So
Good. I mean,
basically, they were telling people, you break in anyone's house right now, then you're dead, and we're not going to be concerned
Good.
with it.
fucking
Yeah.
good.
Well, like anytime there's a disaster, especially, man,
Right.
looters are dealt with very harshly.
Yep.
I am in a minority in California where I believe, I wish we could I wish we could have concealed carry. I wish we could have open carry. I
You want
believe
lines around the
that,
block during the pandemic for guns.
yes, during the pandemic, everybody, you couldn't find ammo, you couldn't find shit, you couldn't find a gun, you couldn't find fuck all.
There are
here.
lines around the
Like,
block for y'all's few gun stores.
the fewest, yeah, we don't have anything here anyway. And people are just they were ordering shit online, like put together kits and whatever, and they're not registered and all this other shit. And it ended up creating like a bigger problem than just like allow them to register their guns, like now you just have a ton of people with unregistered guns and gun parts. And I'm just like, I remember going to Arizona and I was walking around Walmart
They
and
have
I
open
saw they have open carry, and I
Yes,
saw
they do.
I was walking
For a
around
long time.
Walmart and I saw this dude with a gun on his waist, and I was like, holy shit, there's a gun. And I was just like mind blown, like I'd never seen a gun on a human other than when I got robbed at gunpoint, and then eventually when I went to Minnesota and shot a gun myself. But I'd never seen that.
We will literally hear AKs going off around the
All the
lake,
time.
and nobody will even blink.
Or AR.
I
what
was-
do they call
I
AR
was-
51s?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
my
legitimately,
neighbors are always
I was-
doing that.
it was a culture shock thing, because I was like, I'm walking around and I see people with guns on their waist, and I'm like, holy shit, no wonder there's hardly, like, nobody's gonna fuck with you because everybody has a goddamn gun. Like,
That's
you're
right.
gonna try and fuck with me? Fuck you back. Like, and I am kind of like yeah,
I
you have the right
Monica,
to bear arms.
Monica and I literally don't even lock our doors. That's how safe our neighborhood is.
I mean, I don't either, and I should, but I don't have, like, I want more more than anything, I would love to have a gun for protection.
My,
I
na-
love
my
it.
neighbor has
Actually,
a fucking cannon.
I'm not even bullshitting you. Like, they were talking, we had active shooter training,
Right.
and the most recent active shooter training, they were talking about, like, the possibility of legislation put into place that, like, some teachers can carry weapons on campus. And would you sign up? And I'm like, fuck yes, I would.
You
Like,
know,
are you
the irony
kidding me?
behind that is I wouldn't carry at school. And
Really? Why?
Because
I'm very curious.
for one, percentage-wise, we're going to get into some stuff now, though. We're safer now than ever in history. It's just that we have so many people that there seem to be more incidents. But like in colonial times, they had more shootings, percentage-wise.
That's right.
And it's
But
it's
Have
even
you, is
That's
it
right.
safer wise, like around in like your population, or have you looked up like California
In general,
or like
No, I'm
other
talking-
places
I'm-
that are non-carry?
No, I'm
like,
talking
no gun?
nationwide. It's definitely safer in
average.
Mississippi, but I'm saying nationwide it's safer.
yeah.
And
I was robbed at gunpoint on
I mean-
on a fucking like.
no,
as
no,
soon
no.
as I got
I'm
off the
talking. I'm
plane.
He's
talking
talking
about in the
school
school,
shootings.
specifically in school.
Oh.
No. When Monica and I are out, I'm not going to say who's armed, but one of us is always armed when we're out just socializing. Because Monica's an ex-cop. I came from a family of shooters known for being good shooters, and she can outshoot all of us.
I mean, good.
she's
good
she's
for, good for her.
She's amazing with her weapons.
It was an interesting conversation when the cops brought up the legislation possibly being passed of arming teachers, and I'm like,
I do
I don't
believe
know.
there should be an armed guard, but not teachers. There's too many irresponsible
I mean-
teachers.
I completely fucking agree with that. But if there was,
Y'all don't have SROs?
Yeah, we do.
yes, we have SROs. Yeah,
Okay, well then
they're not on campus all the time.
ours
to
were.
call
I
them,
mean,
like,
in our
9
high
hours-
schools at least, not in elementary.
Oh no! Like you have to call 911 and our SRO will come, and it's
We had
the same
on-campus
exact
cops
time as
in my high
911.
school and middle school.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
like we don't have that here. So like, there's a lot of shit that goes down, and I think about like my mom who is in the
How do y'all
front
not have
office.
an armed? Like y'all have a huge population. Your schools are like 3,000 or 4,000 kids too.
Oh yeah, I know. And there's not an armed security guard.
Well,
There's
then
not
it should
even
be
a
just a
security
cop.
guard.
You just station a local cop there.
Nope.
Like that's
Nothing.
what ours is.
Nothing. None in the
mine,
district.
mine was just a Lexington County
Zero.
cop was stationed at the high school.
That's what
Zero.
Monica was for the last few years of her career. She actually
Yeah,
had to
they
play
can,
that dog. What was that? McGruff, the crime dog, a few times.
Zero.
They can
Zero.
increase the shit out of their retirement by working them football games and stuff too. Because I know that like all
Zero.
that overtime.
I'm telling you, zero in all of LAUSD, in all of Fied. I'm
weird.
I'm talking over.
It is
It's
weird.
over. What Booby? You looked up Torrance Unified. How many kids? Not Torrance Unified. Sorry, you looked up LAUSD. It's almost five. It's 500,000 kids minimum.
No,
I
it's
think
700,000 kids.
700,000 kids. yeah,
And
and-
like 700 schools or something like
Yeah, and none. There's nothing. There's no There's nothing. There's no protection. Nothing. Nada. Nothing. There's not.
That's weird. I thought SROs were normal.
Yeah.
We had them.
No, we have SROs. Everybody's assigned an SRO, but you have. It's the same thing. We have an SRO. I know fucking Daryl Tatum. I could call him right now. But like, it's like in the case of an emergency type shit,
Well, it's
it's
not
like-
really a resource officer if he's not there.
they're never
Another
there.
cop.
That is just how it
Okay,
is.
that's
in-
just another cop. Then they're not. If they're not there,
Yeah, they are. They are another cop, and a lot of times he's
you'll
on
need a
duty and
specific one if they're
nobody.
not there.
Yes, and nobody is actually like. There's so many times he's on duty, and like I can't tell you how many times No, there was a kid that brought a gun to mom's school this year. Okay, they found that somebody snitched. The custodian went, searched the locker, found the gun. Okay? There wasn't an SR. They called the SRO. He wasn't available. So the next available person came down. And it was like, what if it was a fucking emergency? And he did have a manifesto in his backpack. And I'm not supposed to be saying this.
No,
But,
you're
like-
not.
Yeah, so just
I'm on
don't.
summer vacation. But, yes, shit could have happened. Shit could have fucking really badly
So
happened.
the last fight that I broke up, I had to pin one of the students against the wall, and the student's like weighs in at like 250 pounds. This is a big person, and they were trying to keep the other half of the group that was fighting away from them. And so we finally, our SRO got there and got him cuffed, and the group dispersed. And so I look on the ground behind me, and there's a screwdriver like immediately behind me. I was like, oh, that's great. Almost got shanked.
Yeah, exactly. And they'll use anything. They don't fucking care. They'll use anything. And that shit is fucking real. That shit happens. And you know what? It's crazy because, like, you're talking about, like, what age population? Like, middle to high schoolers?
Mine's high school, 9th through
Okay,
12th.
so high school. Alright. I'm talking about preschool. I had a kid. Can't even say this.
Mm-mm. I'm not,
I mean, I don't.
I'm-
There's nothing there. I don't. It's not like I signed an NDA.
as long as you don't mention names, you can mention
No.
incidents.
Something happened. Kid brought a knife. Kid, 4 years old. Knife.
I believe it.
He's ED, emotionally disturbed. Has a record of it. Got kicked out of his last preschool. Whatever. Told staff he was KILL them that his dad was too. That he knows, like he knew words like detonate and explosives and things that's taught. That's not.
Like Call of Duty, is what it sounds like.
No. Dad's
Right,
ex-military.
I mean-
Dad's
Yeah,
ex-military.
you know, back in Vuvi and I's day, we had
So-
the anarchist cookbook was the thing.
All right, I remember that.
CPS was
Legendary.
eventually called because he said, Dad, when we go home, we turn the lights off and we play with GUNS's and we use MOMS's picture
I wouldn't know what you're saying.
as target practice.
That's disturbing.
Yes, extremely. It was laser, whatever. But Dad's ex-military. Who fucking knows what happened? I don't know. But yeah, CPS got involved. Yeah, this kid brought a fucking knife. 4 years old. And he had already threatened staff. And it was like, holy shit. Like, you didn't even think... You would never think this... Like, they're 4. Like, they're 3 and 4 years old. Like, what are they gonna do? No. Like, that happened this year. And I don't know. And that's why they're like, oh, try and pass legislation to arm teachers, like, but they have to sign up and they have to, take class. And you know how it goes. They're like, oh, you have to take a class. Imagine, you know how all of our trainings for anything goes. This is a fucking bullshit, like, day-ass class. Yeah, imagine if they're like, oh, we're gonna arm you. Here, come down, we'll take an 8-hour class on, like, gun safety, and then now you fucking operate a gun. Like, could you imagine the disaster that would be?
Yeah, that's why I think it's a bad idea.
Exactly! But, I was like, I would. I fucking would. But I don't, at the same time, it's like, you'd have to pay me a lot.
I mean, they could become reserve deputies, which is like you actually go through the academy if the school would pay them to do that, and that'd make them actually like
They
qualified.
wouldn't. They wouldn't.
Mm.
We
Like
know-
my dad
King-
was technically a
knows.
DLEO.
King knows that would not happen in a
No.
fucking.
No, I'm
That
just saying
would not.
they could. Like my
They
dad worked
could.
for the
They're
Department of
not gonna
Natural
pay for it.
Resources, and we have law enforcement officers that are game wardens, but they offered employees the opportunity to become deputy law enforcement
They're
officers.
they're.
But they had to go to
they're-
the police academy to do it.
Man, I would
At
love
which-
to be a game
at-
warden.
Yeah,
Right.
as it should be, but that they're never gonna they will never
Poor strangers.
they're not gonna shell out the money to do that. They're not gonna do that to shell out the
They
money
could
to
offer
train.
someone a raise to be that, but also they could
Yeah,
just put
if you gave me
they
a
could also just
raise,
put a SRO in the school too. I don't know if they'll just do that.
I feel like it would be cheaper to do that.
Just give
Then-
them a fucking office in every school. That's just a good
Thank
prime
you.
location for.
Thank you,
A
thank
couple
you,
of
thank
deputies.
you, thank you. It's been 12 years. I've said this.
Well, that's
all
very
the
bizarre. I
time.
didn't know y'all didn't have. I didn't know
No.
y'all didn't have that. That's very
We
bizarre.
do have
Pretty easy.
SROs. They are not on campus ever.
Yeah, but that's pretty easy. You just base them on campus, and I don't
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
You have a-
Exactly.
You have a massive population.
Exactly. You would think, one would think that is the commonsensical thing to do. Common sense.
To be honest, I
But-
think schools that big, like in Florida, have like multiple SROs.
Yeah, they
Really
do.
big schools. I think they actually have
That's
multiple.
why.
You know,
That's why I
I'm
feel like
heading to
we should.
Florida on Monday.
What part?
Actually, the Alabama-Florida line. I'm going to be in Orange Beach.
Oh, okay. So you're on the west side.
Yeah, West Side.
West
I don't know
side.
Gulf side, really. I don't know
So,
Florida
King,
line.
I got through graduation.
That's
I got
fantastic.
through the last day of school today.
I love that they call it graduation.
I know, right?
I know, preschool. I think it's dumb as fuck.
It is.
Yes,
It's really fucking. But I mean,
they do that everywhere.
no, it's really fucking. I
This-
feel like
here's
preschool
the new thing that
graduation is
bugs
the
me, and
dumbest
I'm gonna-
thing ever.
Hey, I may be judged for this, but here's the thing that bugs me. Now, everybody's like inviting the husbands to baby showers, and I refuse to go. And Monica's
right.
like,
That is the thing.
but all the other husbands are going to be there. I was like, then tell them I called
No,
them
they're not.
wussies.
No, they're fucking not.
Tell
Nobody
them-
wants to be at a baby. I don't even want to be at a fucking baby
No,
shower.
you're right. And Monica darn
No.
sure didn't want to go.
Do they have beer? Do they have alcohol?
Yes.
Because I'll show up.
We're-
but if they don't, like, fuck
are-
you.
are you kidding me?
I literally.
Are you
Like,
kidding
I
me?
am-
Our family's all Catholic. My high school girlfriend said the first time she ever saw a bathtub filled with beer and ice was one of our Mardi Gras parties, our family parties. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
I mean, if you have a giant fucking family
Yep.
and it was like there's alcohol, and kids and their kid and people are watching out for their kids, obviously. But like, and you have if you have just a big fucking no, if you're having a fucking, I get that, but if you are having a baby shower and it's like, oh, you have to wear a dress and like smell the diaper of like what fucking candy it is and bullshit like that, don't invite me if
I went
there's
to
not
Liam's,
alcohol.
but I was like the only guy. But I was just there to like.
You
hang
were
out
the
with Will.
only guy. You were the only guy, and it's because Will was like, "Hey, man, I need fucking like, there's too much estrogen in this shit. Please
Yeah.
come hang out with me." But I
Sounds
mean,
like Will's
no,
problem
no
to me.
dude, no dude
Yeah.
wants to fucking do
Say,
that.
Will, that's your problem, dude.
No dude
You
wants to do
drop
that.
your
And if
balls a
you're,
little bit.
and if you're, I'm sorry, but if you're gonna do that and include the man, fucking make it a family thing, I
The
guess.
what
Make it
did
a
you
whole
say?
event. I said
Man fucking.
if you're going to include the man and be like, oh, the husband
You
needs to
said
be
man
there.
fucking.
I don't know what the fuck I said, alright?
Yeah,
Oh,
I know,
by the
right?
way, King, I've had to apologize to everybody. I'm apologizing to you in advance for all the... I'm
Antisocial.
drunk.
See you later, amigo. Thanks for hopping by, man.
However, with that being said, I don't even want to go to a fucking baby shower. I hate them. It's stupid.
They are stupid.
The best baby shower I went to, there were men there,
What about?
but
Uh huh. No, I started this by saying I don't go to them. Yeah, now I'm thinking about taco trucks. Feed me. You would fit in with our family parties. My sister got married in Jamaica. I did not. I couldn't afford it. Everyone, it was hilarious. Everyone was like, How are you not going to your sister's wedding?" I said, "Pretty easy." I said, "I'm not going." I was like, that. I, lo- I love my sister, but the whole family went on we went on a cruise honeymoon with like 30 of my relatives. It sounds weird, but my relatives party hard, and we took over that boat. We would. Okay. Monica enjoyed the Czech Republic when she went. She had a good time. France. Ah. And I am so glad I cut the audio to my stream. Oy vey. All of it. Mm. Grilled chicken and creamy spinach. It was good. We're turning our garage into an extra room tomorrow and Saturday, or Saturday and Sunday. Yep, we're going to pick up all the lumber and insulation tomorrow morning. Or my buddy John and his son are going to spend the weekend. All three of us are going to do it. I'll set up the camera if y'all want to see how that process goes. I think this is the blue stuff, not the pink stuff. Yeah. So they made y'all get the vaccine? Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it messed me up the first time I had it. And I took all the shots and boosters and everything. They messed me up too, though. My blood pressure went through the roof. I will say this: the one teacher in our hall that didn't get it, it killed her. It got her. So, yep, it was horrible. So I had a nice bike ride today. I got to see a hawk came down about 30 feet from me, like flew beside me, and I was like, huh. It's like, that's weird. But then I realized what he was doing because I scared up a rabbit just a little bit further. I'm like, he was hoping I would scare a rabbit out. He's going to eat that damn rabbit. I don't know. It was a little thing. We have, like, proper eagles here. But this was a small hawk. You mean a bald eagle? There's an American eagle. Hush puppy. We've got one. We got one that eats the fish when my dad cleans them on the other side of the lake. Bald eagle. It's pretty cool. Owls are creepy as hell. Okay. I gave you a 22 shotgun, huh? Yeah, he said 20 gauge. I got a I got a Luger 22 410. There you go. I want to see the video. No. That's weird. I do have Facebook, yeah. It's probably a 410. Wait, are you dropping it in chat? I'm not in y'all's chat. Hold on, I'll... Okay. I know, but how are you going to drop the link to me? I'll jump back in chat. I'll jump in Vuvi's chat. Anybody watching my stream is gonna think I'm crazy because they can hear me and they can't hear y'all. Okay. Y'all, you and Brian never make it to Mississippi. We'll take you out and you can shoot some pretty crazy stuff. I got a 44 with a 10-inch barrel. This thing's awesome. Nice. I got a 4570. It's registered as a primitive gun. It shoots a big hunk of lead. That thing's fun. Clot, clot. Oh, nice. Our buddy Shannon looks like E.T. He's only got 3 fingers left because he cut it off with a buzzsaw while he was making something. Yeah, he cut like across the hand, like he cut off like the right side of his hand, like from the yeah, it's nasty. And it's funny because his father and my father and I were making a pier and consuming an extreme amount of alcohol, and I was like, Uncle Bobby, I said, isn't that how Shannon lost his fingers? He goes, yeah, actually. I'm like, drop it in Vuvi's chat. I'll click on that. Oh. Well, then I won't be able to look at it. Look, Brian with the Y, Brian King. Yeah, do that. I'll accept. I'll accept. And yep. Zero. I'm dropping, this is my Facebook. There you go. Vuvi, are we friends on Facebook? Yeah, I do Facebook a lot. Well, there's my link. Vuvi's chat. No, like on Twitch. I can do it on Discord too, I guess. Oh, I got you a friend request. There you go. Okay, now I need the link to the video. And there it goes. That's hilarious. That face it. Oh my god. That's one of those tactical shotguns. Yeah, that's why you didn't put it against your shoulder. Those are the ones that like SWAT uses. That's like a proper gun. I want to shoot that gun. You know what? So that was like, it was intentional. That's crazy. Minnesota. Do you remember this? Do you remember the streamer Naomi? Naomi. She was on Twitch for a while, but she's from Minnesota. Okay. Here, feed me. I dropped a link in Vuvi's chat. This is my favorite picture of Monica at Mardi Gras. We had such a good time. Yeah, it's been a while. I think I could still get her up on my shoulders. Oh, not during Mardi Gras, man. We were there, we were there. It's so packed and it smells like pee everywhere. No, it's if you go like during a non-holiday, it's fine. Vuvi, if you get a chance, I'm going to drop a picture of my crew. This is we would always have theme parties, and this was GI Joe theme. And after much drinking, we all went to downtown Ocean Springs, which is like our version of Bourbon Street. And I dressed up as Dr. Mindbender, the mad scientist. That was a good time. That was a good time. That's all my friends and family. Yeah, Dr. Mindbender is a mad scientist. this, this is a while back. It's funny because all these people are like educators, lawyers, and like well respected in the community, but this is what we're like on the weekends. Yep. Good times. Memory lane. Ha ha ha. It's some kind of, yeah, tactical shotgun. I don't know what specific gauge it is. Yeah, just it's not a, yeah, it's not a 22. Yeah. I've got one. I got a Luger semi-automatic. It's fun to shoot. Oh, cool. Yeah.
Thank you, Vivi.
Monica,
Huh?
you got to see this video of Feed Me shooting a tactical shotgun. Hold on. Oh, dadgummit. I don't see the invitation now. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it. All right, Monica. Are you watch? Can you see Monica? Hold on. I got a big head. Okay, this is Monica. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and play it now. You ready, Monica?
Sure.
This is the first time she'd seen, or you just told her. She heard you. Okay, watch. Watch. Watch the good.
That's great.
That's it.
Yeah, they wouldn't even let me qualify with one at the police department because they said that I was shooting over the burn because I was like smaller than the too small for the gun, I guess.
What's funny is behind the range where they're talking about is an airport. So
Yeah.
it was a bad
So that's why they
situation.
wouldn't let me. That's why they wouldn't let me qualify
Now,
because the
when
airport was behind the range.
I did tell them how good you were with guns. I should have specified with pistols and rifles.
Yeah, pistols and rifles.
Not shotguns. I was about to say, what rule is this?
It makes a difference. Yeah, I tell you, it's like, yeah, the first time it's like, if you haven't shot a shotgun before, I'd say you did pretty good.
Hmm. It's very kind of you, Monica.
Hey, hey, you're very welcome.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, apparently there's plenty of.
It usually doesn't include dropping the gun and pointing it at your foot.
If it makes you feel any better, there's plenty of firearms instructors that have shot themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, they knew it was going down. Yep. Yes, it is. What am I? Oh, gotcha. Come down here. We'll do some skeet shooting. I know. You wanna feel an adrenaline rush? We'll take you out wild boar hunting. Yeah. Yeah. I don't, but my cousins do. I like dogs too much, so I personally do not. But the my cousins, they have these pit bulls that they put in Kevlar, and let me tell you, they're some bad sons of guns. Yep. But I like dogs too much, so I won't even go with them when they're running their dogs. That's the buzz. That's the buzzword from now on. Yeah.
The more you know.
We took our beagles that we used to have to a Renaissance festival. And when they shot the cannons off, the beagles went crazy. And my little art students that were out there, they're like, "Mr. King, your dogs are freaking out. They're scared." I said, "I tell you what." I said, "Put the leash on them and take them for a walk." And so, as the cannons were going off, the dogs drug them to the cannons and the tree line next to the cannons and started looking up in the trees. So the kids came back after the cannons were done. They're like, "Well, obviously they weren't scared. What was going on?" I said, "They thought they were squirrel hunting. So when they heard the cannons go off, they were looking for the squirrels to drop out of the trees." It was funny. Nice. Yeah, Rusty, our dog, who's just a pet, is this weird Canadian duck dog. So he'll run down and point the ducks, but we don't use them for hunting. our neighbor has one of those sheep herding dogs, and this is the fastest son of a gun I've ever seen in my life. It ran down, caught, and murdered a rabbit the other day while I was on a bike ride with it. I'm like, no, they're small. They're the ones that you see like at the Renaissance festivals. Yeah. No, it's what do they call them, Monica? What's his breed?
Huh?
Yeah, yeah. Is it an Australian Shepherd? What Cooper is?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like black and white, and they're kind of fluffy, but it's the fastest animal I've ever seen in my life. It's like a little bullet running around. It's super sweet dog to everything that's not like, you know, prey. Mm. Yes. Yes, Monica. Yes. Are you how well were you trained in guns?
I got him.
We're in Mississippi. We had classes in school on gun safety. Yeah. I got my hunting license in junior high. Took the class.
I actually do not have my hunting license. I've never been hunting.
Well, not animals.
That's true. Not animals.
Man, we used to play paintball like it was a religion. Paintball is fun.
The simunition, it's like soap bullets.
Yeah, Monica would come all messed up from the simunition. Because those things will, like, bruise you and cut you, and it's like... That was a little too hardcore for me. She loved it. Little... It always sucked when you got hit in the hands on the knuckles. Yeah, it hurts like hell. Yeah. Crystal almost broke up with someone over a paintball. Crystal Darrow. We got in a fight before we went out in the field. I said, "You're the first person I'm shooting." And we got out there, and I'm up on this hill behind this big oak tree. And she comes walking down below like a dummy. I was like, oh my god, she really is going to be the first one. So when I shot her, she had a jacket on to keep her like protected, big padded jacket. But I was so high above her, it hit her in the neck and left this huge hickey. So like she didn't talk to me the whole like hour trip home. She was just like dead silent. That time we almost broke up, and then we went and watched Star Wars, the episode 4, the first Star Wars, when it was re-released in theaters. And so the movie starts up. I've never seen it in theaters. And she turns to me to say something. I said, "Baby?" I said, "For the next hour and a half, we can't say shit." And she got mad and she like folded her arms. I said, "Perfect." I sat there and enjoyed my movie. Monica hates it when our buddy Bon always talks during movies and like over-explains crap that Monica already knows. Like, it's almost as much fun to watch Monica's reactions as the movies. We'll end up just turning the thing off, and Bond knows it's because of him. We're like, we'll watch this later. He's gonna come watch our dog while we're out on vacation. Yeah. Come feed it and walk it and play with it.
He's really happy about that.
Yeah, he's a good uncle to our dog. It's funny because we had like this we have this big pen outside. I haven't used it ever with Rusty. It was for our old hunting dogs, and even then we only used it whenever we were away. Because they had their little shot collars, kept them in. So they had the whole property to roam. But anyways, so I'm like, man, that cage is still a good cage. So I went and fixed it up, and I put Rusty in there just to see how he'd handle it. I've never heard a dog whine so much in my life. It was like like he was dying. He could not take the cage. No. Feed Me's trying to figure out how she can get a gun right now. Just get a 3D printer. Make your own. They are. Yeah. Well, they're coming out with all kind of laws against it right now. They were pretty quick to act on that. Well, mm-hmm. Makes sense. There's really no. They're not good guns, so anybody that can get proper channels, they're going to do that. Yep. Monica, here at a gun show, you just buy the gun, right?
Huh? Oh,
Yeah. You
Yeah.
just.
well, yeah.
What do they do here if you bought one from like Walmart?
Been a while since I bought a gun, so,
Yeah, Walmart. We got ton. Hmm. Yeah, they were locked up for sure. Yeah. And you get your deer urine, which is good for practical jokes. Voo, you crack me up, man. Yeah, I don't... Monica, do we still have guns at Walmart? I just assumed we did, but I haven't looked lately.
I don't think I've ever seen guns, but then again, I haven't been looking for guns whenever I go to Walmart.
Yeah. Yeah, they used to. One day I'll have to tell you all about the time I was invited to join the Greek militia here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Yep. They thought I was going to be marrying into the family. I was engaged to one of the family. And they're like, Brian, you'll be family soon. He says, let me show you something. So we go down in their basement, and there's like assault rifles lined up on all the walls. I'm like, oh my god. I was like... They're like, yeah, but I mean, they were a registered group. It wasn't like a legal thing. Like they did everything by the book. Everything was legal. But it was funny because like this man had two sons. One of them was a priest, a man of God. The other one went to jail for armed robbery. So it's like a very dynamic family. They weren't mobsters. They were legit. I mean, it was like a proper militia. They went and they had a gun range they practiced at and everything. But it was you had to be Greek or married into the family. Yeah. Oh yeah, man, I love a good gyro. Monica, we should go get gyros. Damn, we should have done that for my birthday. If I want a gyro. I need a gyro. We've got Mr. Greeks in Biloxi's really good. He's been there forever. Biloxi? Yeah. That's our casino town. That's where you go, man. Heck, I don't know. Let me look it up. Well, yeah, I mean, everything's relative. You're right. It's not that big compared to proper big cities. Let's see, 49,000. That's it, yep. In Gulfport, where Monica was an officer, 72,000. So where Monica and I live only has 5,000 people. Yep. That's the only reason we can afford like land and stuff around here. It's because Monica and I live on a lovely lake that would cost a fortune anywhere else. I don't know if it's still up, but I had the outside camera set up in the front. I was hoping to catch some raccoons. It was on Discord. It might still be playing. I'm not sure. I thought I'd leave it up for... There you go. Yeah, our AFK and our Discord still show in the front yard. You were talking about owls. About once a year we have this owl. I assume it's the same one. Gets on our front porch and just stares like at the window. It's creepy as hell.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Huh?
The closest I came to getting hurt by a hawk, we were hunting, and my hair, when I actually let it grow out, I look like Bob Ross. It's a big poofy thing. And so I'm in my camo, and I'm like in these bushes, and this damn hawk apparently thought I was a rabbit, so it dive bombs, and I hear it at the last second. It starts flapping its wings, trying to stop its descent. And I look up, and all I see is hawk and claws, and I'm like hitting the ground, freaking out, and it's trying to get away from me. It was scared too. I'm like, oh, I was like, man, that would hurt like hell. Well, this thing, yeah. Well, this thing, if it hadn't realized my head wasn't a rabbit, that wouldn't have killed me, but man, it definitely would have bled me. We had that, and that the year before that, there was a tree, and usually you don't just step over trees; you make sure there's nothing there. But this tree was too big, so I'm like, forget this. So I hopped over it, and when the one hops over it, I land on the other side, and there was a bobcat. And the bobcat goes, and I went, ah! And I pointed the gun at it, and I realized there's no reason to shoot this poor bobcat. It takes off running, and I calm down, but yeah, it almost met its maker, and I'm like, no, there's no reason for me to shoot a bobcat. I saw the same bobcat, though, 2 weeks later, hunting the same spot, and I see this rabbit comes running towards me, because I'm already down and hiding, and the rabbit runs towards me, and it gets under a tree that's fallen. And then this bobcat comes around the corner, same bobcat, and it jumps on the tree and keeps looking back and forth, and then it starts reaching under the tree, feeling around for the rabbit. And so it does this for 10 minutes until it finally sees me, and its eyes got big like on a cartoon, and it slowly picked its paw up and then took off running. And then that poor rabbit stayed under there for a good 2 hours before it finally came back out. It survived. It's lucky I wasn't hunting rabbits. Nice. Rusty murdered a mole over the last weekend. We were watching him dig. I'm like, what the hell is he digging for? And I said it just before. I said, I think he's after a mole. And sure enough, he pulled it up out of the ground. I'm like, look at you, dog. Toot, 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 toot. Feed me. Have you ever seen the flying squirrels? They're nocturnal. They're adorable. Yeah, they look like sugar gliders, but a little more brown. Yeah, they're red here, the fox squirrels, and they're big. Yeah. We don't see them as much as we used to. Yeah, but they've been coming out in the day a lot more this year. It's weird. We see them out here, but they're usually nocturnal. So it's weird that they've been out so much in the day. Yep. Damn, it's already already midnight. When did that happen? Well, it's midnight. It's time for me to crash. Yeah, it's 12:13. I'm hungry, but I can't eat this late. This sucks. I want the damn gyro now.